Hi traders, welcome to this video on the euro dollar and pound dollar. My name is Chris from the Currency, and we're going to have one video this week, but hope to have more later on in July or August. First of all, I wanted to let you know about Key2 Markets if you're interested in finding a new broker and getting a lot of knowledge through the SWAT course, strategies, indicators, all of that is mentioned. SWAT book as well, by the way, plus access to UCS Live. It's really a great package. Well, you can get it for free, nothing, no cost. If you open an account, verify fund account and trade through Key2 Markets through us. All right, so wanted to let you know about that. Otherwise, let's take a look at the euro dollar at this moment. There we go. This is the triangle. Now, this triangle can take along. We know that triangles have that lengthy kind of aspect to it, and this is certainly so. 107 candles already, and certainly after about 50 candles, it's starting to become very, very lengthy. 55 as a formation and pattern, and this could actually break down too. In fact, considering the current momentum to the upside, it doesn't look that way, but it still could, because we could have an ABC here, an X, an A, and then there's a B and a down for C. Don't think it's the most likely scenario at this moment, but we'll have to see how price responds to 113.50 zone as a resistance. Price is running right into that. If we look at this upside here, right here, it does look like an impulsive wave though to me. Thing is that this is also looking quite impulsive, so that's a little bit of a difficult spot. Then we get this range kind of period, which makes it really a triangle that could break to both sides. At the moment, it's trying to break up. I would like to personally see some flag here and then a continuation higher, break of that flag. I think then the upside is certainly looking good. I mean, the upside is looking generally okay. Just this flag would help, maybe on the hourly chart, will help avoid any kind of false breaks like we had here, or close and reverse like we had here. Up, sharp down. That's not what we want to see if you're a bull right here. Ultimately, though, it didn't break this bottom, and it could be a wave 1, 2 pattern. ABC here, wave 1, 2 of a lower degree. Let's use green for that, and this could be part of a wave 3. But if it is a wave 3, you want to see flags and continuations, basically. Let's take a look at the hourly chart. There we go. And this is quite some good impulse here. And I like how the candles are moving away and staying away from the 21 EMA. 20 EMA has a very good angle. HMA is a very good angle. So my sense of it is that at this moment, it's probably going to make a flag back to 20 EMA and bounce, and it should set up a continuation higher. But if it starts to really move down a lot and fast like this, and then corrective like that, then in fact, we could then in my opinion changes basically, and it could be a complex correction continuation. ABC for W, X, and here an ABC like this within Y. All right, a bit complex. That's why they're complex corrections. But for the moment, I'm not. That doesn't seem to be the most likely scenario. But just wanted to throw that out there as a what if. I do think that this bullish breakout, considering these candles, is looking pretty good. Today's daily candle will be important too, obviously, if it closes like that with a decent sized daily candle. I think we're looking at a pretty good chance that the 21 EMA ultimately held as support. Took quite a while, as you can see. We're looking at about 10 candles here or so. I'm not sure, maybe more, maybe 14. But ultimately, impulse correction, and there could be that continuation. All right. So I think that's about it from your dollar perspective. If it does miraculously change, turn gears and it breaks to this 144 MA, you see that it tested it about 5 times with the 144 MA, holding 5 times. Then the breakout should go to the 38, which could be a bouncing spot, max to 50. If the entire kind of scenario is to remain bullish, and it should certainly respect the 50 fib. That's another what if. The main target for upside, I should mention that, 100 fib at 115 is the main level to think about for this push, wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But if we see another consolidation zone, it could certainly start building a bigger uptrend on the euro dollar, and it could go further than that, of course. And we could see price maybe heading up to the 38.2 fib here at 117.50, the next quarter level as well. All right, pound USD. Let's see. A little bit more bearish. Obviously, we had bullish price action here, but it was followed by a move down. Last week I remember saying it should move here to the 78.6 fib and 122.50-ish support zone and bounce there, and then we have to see how it bounces. It's exactly what happened. We had one more push lower indeed for about those 70 pips, if I remember correctly, down to 122.50, and we did indeed get a bounce at 122.50, and we did get a pretty solid impulsive bounce, in fact. So what I think probably some type of ABC for W, X, maybe, or difficult to say here. It's certainly not a 5-wave pattern. It looks some type of ABC pattern, I think. Maybe difficult to say at this point what this kind of correction was, because this does not look like an ABC here to me. This more looks like a 5-wave down. I'm not sure about that part, to be honest, but the impulses I think is quite clear, and I think that this overall was still more corrective. So I think we're looking at a wave 4 and up for a wave 5. That said, the pound USD is moving a little bit on the slower side here. I would be cautious at this point. I think that it could make some kind of correction like that before it bounces first, specifically with this resistance here. I think it could go to the 38.2 fib 124.25. That's where I would look for a bounce. Or if it really goes sideways like that, maybe look for a breakout. But at this moment, I would say it's not as interesting for upside in my view. Let's take a look at the 4-hour chart again. If it starts breaking below this support zone here at 124 and makes a flag, there could be a breakout, duration lower. This could be a correction like that down to the 100 fib here at 120.75-ish. Whereas if it moves up, bounces around 124 or breaks up like that, I think the 78.6 fib is the main target here at 127, I think. Yep. So, and that could be an important resistance spot, because we don't know if this upside is maybe just part of a correction for more downside, or if it's a true uptrend again. I think we'll have to take a look at the daily chart to get a little bit more feeling about that. Those are the targets, though, in any case. And it's a mixed picture, I think, here. It could break both ways. We do see strong resistance at 126.50, head and shoulders level to be aware of. And on the downside, 120.50. So something like this, wouldn't surprise me necessarily, respecting tops and bottoms and patterns like that. Any case, if it does break up higher, then 78.6 fib on the daily would be around 130. That is a possible target if we have a clear uptrend here on lower time frames. So back to the 4-hour chart. I think that I would look for a little bit of a dip and retest to the bottom, and then look for a bounce up into these targets. That seems the most likely. But if there is a strong break, it could continue in with a downtrend like that. And if it does make a flag here, it could break up just like the euro-dollar without that retracement. That's my 2 cents for the moment. I'll be back next week with a new video, maybe 2 this time around, and see y'all very soon. Cheers, bye-bye.